live a happy, productive life, but sometimes we just need a little help. Our Coach On Call experts provide strategies to help you live your best life now. Joining me today is Linda Mitchell, a certified transition coach, reinvention expert, and speaker who empowers people that are stuck, overwhelmed, or ready for change to release the struggle, gain clarity, and evolve to their highest purpose as they move through life's challenges and transitions. Linda is here today to discuss how to squash your fear of failure. Welcome, Linda. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me back, Joan.
Linda, I think all of us at one time or another have let fear drive the way that we live our life. But you believe that fear is one of the greatest blocks to feeling fulfilled. And you say fear actually settles into our bodies. Can you talk more about this? And what do you mean when you say it gets stuck in our bodies?
Yeah, fear is one of the most powerful emotions. And when we let fear rise up, it has so many detrimental effects. Fear can hold you back from stepping into your full potential and from living your soul's true purpose. Fear prevents us from overcoming the normal obstacles that we face on the way to realizing our dreams. It'll squash your motivation. It can stop you in your tracks even when you're on the right path. So, I've even seen it keep people from rewarding relationships and opportunities because it squashes courage. Simply stated, fear, especially the fear of failure, keeps you stuck. Over time, fear leads to feeling unfulfilled, unhappy, or unworthy. And you know what? Studies show that it actually settles into the body, creating illness, anxiety, imbalance, and disease. We humans are emotional creatures, and we need to be able to process our emotions and express them, or they'll show up somewhere else, because our unresolved emotions and issues land in our tissues. Unprocessed emotional energy like fear gets stored in muscles, organs, tissues, and joints. It leads to inflammation, chronic health problems, and compromised health. As a body worker and an integrative coach for years, I have found and seen fear getting stuck primarily in the mid-back and the low back and the kidneys and the abdomen. It shows up other places, but that's primarily where we see it.
So, Linda, once we recognize that fear is holding us back, what can we do to control it and to turn everything around?
Well, first of all, let's remember, fear is a normal human emotion, so we shouldn't beat ourselves up for it. It's essential to acknowledge the fear, accept it, and just decide it's not going to get the best of you. You see, it's what we choose to do with our fear that makes all the difference. There's a classic book on the topic of fear, and I reread it occasionally. It's called Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. The title says it all, right? I've made it my mantra, and I encourage and guide my clients to do the same. The good news is by pushing past the fear, even in small steps, you grow personally in a way that catapults you into a place of opportunity, adventure, and freedom, rather than letting fear take over. I invite you to tune into your body and feel, where are you holding it? Discern the source of your anxiety and then put on your objective glasses to see if your fears are real or mostly just in your imagination. Some people catastrophize and only look at the worst case scenarios. That certainly feeds the fear monster. And if that's the case, your fears could be really keeping you stuck. One of the best definitions I've seen for fear is this: false evidence appearing real. False evidence keeps you comfortable and safe, but stuck. And you'll know fear has a grip on you if you start to rationalize. I call them rational lies, right? That's all the reasons why you can't move forward. I have a sign in my office that I look at daily. It says, everything you want is on the other side of fear. This propels me forward and keeps me keenly aware that I can create excuses or rational lies when fear sneaks in. So if you find yourself mired in fear, recognize this human condition. Give yourself a little compassion and then a gentle nudge forward. Hire a coach to be your guide, cheerleader, and accountability partner. Trying and failing is so much less painful than settling and regretting never having tried. We should actually be afraid of stagnation, not failure.
Do you believe that it's failure that people fear the most?
Yes, absolutely. And the way to get out of this, the way to move past it, is really one small step at a time. It's really our perspective and our mindset that makes fear of failure overwhelming. Because if you look at failure as simply a part of life, you're more accepting and it feels less crushing when it happens. Here's what I truly believe. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's simply part of it. My kids used to think I was crazy when I congratulated them for their little failures along the way. Now, as young adults, I think they see the wisdom in that encouragement. Because the greatest gift you can give yourself is to recognize that your journey is never going to be a straight path, but maybe one dotted with some hurdles and snags and lessons. If we never step outside of our comfort zones, we never find out what we're capable of. And I read somewhere that at the end of life, it wasn't so much the things people did that they regretted. It was the things they didn't do and wished they had tried that caused the most regret. When fear of failure rises up, pause, breathe, and boldly choose one small step that will move you beyond your current obstacle. Just one small step. It'll give you that confidence to take another step and another and another. Running from your fear is so much more painful than facing it. Even if you fail at first, it's okay. Figure out what worked and what didn't, and try another approach. You know, a smooth sea never made a skilled sailor, right? So we have to keep trying, and you'll uncover your courage and find the satisfaction and freedom you deserve. Conquering your fear of failure makes you fierce, wise, and free.
Linda, thank you so much for joining us. If you would like to learn more about Linda and her work, you can visit livinginspiredcoaching.com, or as always, to hear more from Linda, you can visit our website, cyacyl.com/Linda. We'll be right back.